this shit looking crazy, bro. And it's looking disgusting, the information that we're starting to see on this, but people are saying that there is a Hoover indictment. I want to say that it's not only Hoover members that were a part of it, because we've seen the rapper from the Baby Stone Gorillas part of this as well. So I just think it's because the RICO happened for a lot of street workers that were on Figueroa. And when we think of Figueroa, what do you automatically think about? You think of Hoover. I'm not saying that there was no Hoover members involved. There was, I believe, 11 people that were taken down part of this RICO. And this is looking crazy, bro. And what we're seeing is just so disgusting. Like people that were foster kids taken in and made to work against their will. Girls having to choose on who she want to go with. She want to go with this dude. She want to go with that dude. Getting punched out before she leaves. It's disgusting. We've seen something very similar with Cash Out a couple months ago, and the story behind Cash Out, which that was crazy. I remember the last hit that he dropped, shit, she twerk, and she twerk, and she twerk, that shit. I'm like, bro, how did he go from being, they keep saying a one-hit wonder. I'll give him two. I'll give him 2 hits, because he had 2 smackers. What was the first one? Because she twerk, that was the least popular one. He had one that was more popular, Cash Out. He gonna need the streams now. Cashing Out, Cash Out, shorty, hit the, nah, that's not that song, is it? Yeah. No, it's not. No, it's this song. You know my wrist, man, I'm cashing out, that song. And then he had, and she twerk. And we heard that crazy ass shit. He was bagging girls on social media, allegedly telling them, yeah, you know, I want you to be my girl, just convincing them like what a player pimp would do, making them move down, and then after they get there, making them work for food. There was girls allegedly. This is all, I don't know. Even though he is guilty, I'm still gonna say alleged because it might be an acquittal, but fighting against it, saying that it's not true. But the girls were saying that if they didn't bring no bread, they were being starved. There was also homeless girls that were getting picked up by Cash Out, and I believe it was his boy or his cousin and his mom were all part of it. We saw them in court. We even saw him share his last words before being taken into prison to start his lifetime sentence.
Channel 2 Action News at 5. Fulton County prosecutors are walking Channel 2 Action News through how they secured a guilty verdict in the RICO case against Atlanta rapper Cash Out. Channel 2's investigative reporter Ashley Lincoln joins us live now in downtown with the exclusive interview. Ashley, you found out what prosecutors say led the rapper to sex trafficking women for money in the first place.
George, prosecutors told me it was Cash Out's failing music career that led him down this path. They went through dozens of pages of bank statements that showed he made thousands more by pimping women versus the money he made from his career.
When the money went down online, he went to the street.
It's a conviction Fulton County prosecutors say was a joint effort to secure.
They got what they needed to get, which was life.
Prosecutors walked me through their evidence in the RICO sex trafficking case against rapper Cash Out, his cousin Tyrone Taylor, and his mother Linda Smith.
The things I've been accused of, I know that I haven't done those things.
He took no responsibility and accountability for what happened.
Lead prosecutor Ernell Winfrey says Cash Out landed on their radar after various run-ins with police across the metro.
So you did have Gwinnett, you had Lowndes County, you had DeKalb County, you had Fulton County, you had so many counties implicated that we were able to bring in those crimes under the RICO statute.
Chief Deputy District Attorney Adrian Love.
The victims testify that they performed certain acts because they didn't want to get beaten. They didn't want to get run over. They didn't want to get hit in the head with a gun.
And prosecutor Grant Root sifted through thousands of text messages and bank statements.
We were able to show that the money was flowing from specific sex acts committed by trafficked women here in Fulton County up through the enterprise to Gibson to Linda Smith.
District Attorney Fonnie Willis.
I'm always going to put my best and my brightest on the case, and we are going to make sure that they are out of our community for the rest of their days.
And again, Gibson and his cousin sentenced to life in prison plus 70 years. Linda Smith sentenced to 30 years in prison. Reporting live.
But who was doing these things as a grown woman? I've only dealt with grown women. Nothing was forced. Nothing was coerced or anything of that nature. If you notice before this trial, no woman can say anything about that, about me before this trial. If you notice before this indictment, no woman can say anything about me before this indictment. I get the situations that people are put in when they're faced with a certain type of crime or a certain type of time, and they're bullied into this situation to put the blame on someone, or to put the blame on Cash Out, or to put the blame on someone who's at the top. That's why I didn't really fault them for their decision. I didn't fault them for making her decision doing a proffer. She just had a child. Mind you, she was just on video call with me while being incarcerated. I don't fault her for doing the things she did with her proffer, because mind you, she was facing a certain amount of time handling her probation in different cases that she's on. I don't fault people for making accusations because I'm a man that typically let women leave on their own behalf. Never held them in prison or held them in slavery or said you can't leave me or you can't do this. Every woman you seen come on this stand showed you that they left and came back willingly on their own. What I mean by that, they left on their own and they came back willingly on their own. During this trial, I was able to see, you know, how valuable life is and how valuable the people that you hang around or the people that you even date or the people that you even know, how valuable it is to judge their character. Sometimes I let people stay around who I knew was going to affect a situation that I had going on. So I don't, and for the people who came to this trial that I never met a day in my life, never had any contact with them, never had a text message with them, never had an interaction with them, don't even know where most of these.
And that was just chilling. Like, oh my God, it's just so disgusting what we're seeing from these dudes today, man. And now we see something happening in the opposite side of Georgia. And in that SoCal, we're seeing a RICO happen where they're taking these pimps off the street that were allegedly putting foster kids and girls as well on the blade. Ooh, that got me nauseous even thinking about it. Sub to the channel, guys. We're on the road to 20,000 subscribers. A lot of people are saying that there's gonna be a lot more artists getting pulled into this real sooner. Maybe not artists, but people that we know from California. Shout out to Flacco. I watch his channel from time to time, and I've seen him talking about this as well, that he's been warning us for a while, and he knows more people that are allegedly gonna get wrapped up in the next couple months.
11 suspected members of a South LA street gang are behind bars tonight, facing multiple federal charges in connection with a massive sex trafficking operation.
Armstead, Amako, Harris, Brooke, Robinson. He's the dude right here. He's the rapper from the Baby Stone Gorillas, if I'm even saying the name correctly. But he's the one that we've seen before. He's a well-known rapper in the West Coast. You guys might not know him if you don't listen to California music or watch those California streams and podcasts. But if you do, you definitely know who he is. Four Extras have a quick beef with him as well. Four Extras say he saw him and asked him if he wanted to get down. He's like, nah, hold on. Chill, on Vernon Avenue. He's like, oh, he's a fan. That's the reason I had to put hands on him.
Baby Stone Gorillas.
Yeah, that's last time we was
Did
on
that
here.
happen?
So look, bro, that's crazy. You just asked me that right now.
Okay.
So look, the last time we see her, remember when you asked me? And I said,
Did I already ask you that question?
Yeah.
Damn it.
You asked me last time, you said, no, you asked me last time I was here. And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you talking about? Like, I don't run into no gang, I don't run into no, I would have broke their jaw. And you like, no, I'm like, no. So then I talked, when I what's the name? My cousin Spody Face, shout out to Spody Face on the hood, free him, on a dead homie.
He's locked up now?
Yeah, he locked up, but he get out. I just got off the phone with him. Me and Bray Baby just got off the phone with him.
Oh, nice.
He get out next month. But when he talked to me, he said, remember that day we was in the mall? And we went down the elevator, me, you, and the homie Avelino. I'm like, yeah. He like, them niggas was it. I'm like, never. It's because when we went down, look, we was on the top. We came out the store at the Crenshaw Mall, shop exact thing that happened. You go rewind. It's cameras all in there, so you can rewind it. We went down the motherfucking elevator. We down the thing on a dead homie. We come down the elevator. It's a group, like, little kids. It's one tall one and like 3 or 4 little, little ones. So when we went down the thing, you know what I'm saying? I be banking. You get what I'm saying? We go down the thing, they all in the group. I'm like, who is these niggas? So soon as we get down, they're like, oh, what up? I'm like, where you from? Where y'all niggas from? They're like, oh, we on bang. No, 4 Extras like off the back. I'm like, oh, on the dead homies. I thought y'all niggas bang. Dead homies, I'm on one. They're like, nah, nigga. Like, nah, nigga off the back. Like, nigga, we your fans. Can we like, what's the name? I'm like, yeah, what up, fool? You know what I'm saying? I shook all their hands. You know what I'm saying? There was a female with them. Shook their hands. They like, yeah, nigga, just watch your interview off the back. I'm like, yeah, off the back. You know, we all saying off the back and shit. We all saying that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, nigga, woo. They like, yeah, we can't wait till the song go. Oh, I got on.
And you didn't notice any, like, tattoos on their faces
man, them young
or anything?
Niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They young. So you know what I'm saying? I'm like, keeping up with these young ass niggas.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? On the dead homies. So on 40 Crip, they set in and banged us. So we got on, we shook, we went across back the street to the hood, right there. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause we right
K
across the street.
reveals 4 Extras lied about running into them in the mall.
4 Extra, this is for you. 34K, BSG. You ain't never seen me in your life. So what make you go on the internet and say that you seen us in the mall? Man to man, young to old man. What makes you go on the interview and say you ran into us, knowing you? I can't even say us. Because you never ran into me. Like, we're a group as a whole, but we don't always be together all the time. And I'm pretty sure if you ran into one of the homies, they would have told me, or I would have heard about it. You get what I'm saying? But as you said, you ran into us. I never seen you in my life. I say, you say, are you be in jail? You be going to jail every other week. I'm about to be in the pen. So I'm really going to press your old ass. I can't wait to be you. Because 10 times no jumpers in a week, you need that check. Dead homies. You need no jumper money. For sure. I ain't never seen a nigga do no jumper 10 times in 1 week. I swear to you. Not even 1 week, a month. No jumper 10 times in a month, you're brave. Oh, them niggas is kids. And nigga, that ain't got nothing to do with the fact that your mother. Because if you seen us, every member from the group got a face tag. Nigga, everybody except E-Killer. But you gonna know EK. You gonna know the energy. Because he gonna announce himself. You gonna know him. We gonna all announce ourselves, but you get what I'm saying? Like, Top being tatted, he got the fire. Like, the shit we got on our face. Ain't no you didn't see that, nigga. If you know these tattoos individually, each one of us got tatted up face, neck, wherever, ain't know where you from. So why would you even asking where we from? If you knew this us, why are you asking where we from and we got big ass 5s and 5 times tatted and gorillas and NRKs and BPSs and why are you asking where we from? Like, shorter and shorter for extra. Shorter and shorter. You're not a young adult. You're an old ass man. Grandpa, sit back and do what grandpas do. Yeah, I know. I know somebody said they seen him at the EBT building. I know. I don't get county though. I don't do that. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I don't get county. I ain't on the county. Section. I play crazy. I'm an SSI baby. Give me my $909 something a month. $5,000 a month. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on no easy, nigga. Dead homies, I don't get out like that. Dead homies. Think he's Superman, Grandpa. Sit back.
And then the dude's like, he's capping. I've never seen 4 extras in my life in person.
Operation involving children. Prosecutors say the gang used social media and music videos as recruitment tools.
The alleged victims include women and teenage girls as young as 14. Rick Chambers live in Westwood with more on this disturbing case. Rick?
Yeah, Micah, this case has been in the works for about a year now. It involved both federal and local police officers, and it's being called the first major takedown within the notorious Figueroa Corridor. It's a 3.5-mile stretch of Figueroa from Slauson to Century, the corridor, as it's called, LA's notorious bastion of sex trafficking. An often violent place run for years by a local street gang.
What we did. We gotta blur that out right there if I did show it. The news is showing it, which I'm shocked. But that's the rapper right there, beating up one of the girls on the street, jumping out the whip. And I'm hearing rumors that it's because she was talking about the charges that he received about allegedly putting underage girls on the strip. He heard about it and then pulled up with another girl. I saw the full thing on Twitter and it was crazy for me to watch. But he jumped out the whip and starts putting hands and feet on shorty, going crazy. Soft ass punches too. Fat boy just moving real slow. After like 5 or 6 hits, you could already tell he's winded. It's disgusting to see, bro. See, if it's a grown woman and that's her decision to work on the streets or whatever, at that point, that shit's on her. But kids that don't even have the right mind, I already feel a way about California putting these gangs and all that, making them crash out. Like when we saw what happened to Pop Smoke, they said that allegedly, even though I don't believe it, the shooter was the 15-year-old. I feel like they said that because they knew he'll get the less time. But even that, put a 15-year-old to take the rap and everything, because yo, you're only gonna get 3 years, 5 years, maybe even 10, where we're gonna do 45 years, 30 years. That, bro, is like, you gotta go to hell. You gotta go to hell for sure. There gotta be a hot place in hell for you, because you're setting up these kids for failure.
Today was really unprecedented. It's the first time we filed a human trafficking RICO case against a criminal street gang.
U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley alluding to a raid this morning, corridor parking lot.
At one of the motels we hit, we discovered a room, and we found 4 victims total at that location. One of them I mean, they were branding these.
Lady Duck, that's crazy. The workers literally had their tattoos of who the pimp was on who they working for.
I mean, they were branding these young women. They were.
Yeah, Lady Duck, Lady Duck, Lady Duck. Like, nah, you know who the pimp is when you smacking, because you can see their tattoos. That shit is crazy. Them niggas gonna do life. They gonna do life. Oh, man.
They were abusing them. They were drugging them. Just horrific acts.
6 alleged members of the gang were caught up in the sweep, bringing to 10 the number now in federal or state custody, including Amaya Armstead.
The lead defendant is a woman. She goes by Lady Duck, and she was out there recruiting these young women, children as young as 14 years old.
Hold on, so she was the top. And I was hearing that she's actually a menace out there in California. Lady Duck, she throwing up the set. She got these shorties branded. Like, she got hoes by the flock, which is crazy, crazy, crazy.
Amaya Armstead. The lead defendant is a woman. She goes by Lady Duck, and she was out there recruiting these young women, children as young as 14 years old.
The feds say that today's raids dismantled the gang's operation, one in which members promised girls from foster care or runaways a glamorous lifestyle, only to turn them onto the streets.
We want to clean up the neighborhood. That's what the federal government does best. We can come in and we're not going to arrest a gang member here or there. We want to arrest the entire leadership structure and take them out of the community so that people can have their neighborhoods back.
The 31-count indictment against the alleged gang members includes money laundering, gun and drug crimes, as well as racketeering, which could earn them up to 15 years to life in prison. And we understand that 5 of the defendants were arraigned today. We expect that to happen to another tomorrow. One of the defendants is in Nebraska tonight. We're not sure why that's there, but certainly he'll be returned sometime to Los Angeles. And another one is still out there on the LA streets tonight. In Westwood, I'm Rick Chambers.
This is crazy. And then it doesn't end here. A lot of people in California, I was seeing yesterday going everywhere online, people are blaming my boy Smack. You might be tripping like Smack because he was a pimp back in the day. Smack because he was arguing with Sharp. Like, yeah, you never been a real pimp if you never put hoes on Figueroa. Like, that's why, that's the first thing that came to mind. Like, wait, because he was beefing with Sharp on who's a bigger PIMP? Because he sat down with the mayor it was the mayor or the governor, I forgot exactly right now. But he sat down with her. And when he sat down with her, he asked her a simple question. What are you going to do to clean up Figueroa? Because we got kids that are walking around there seeing this shit every day. And he's not lying.
I grew up on 51st and Figueroa, right? What is we gonna do about the prostitution out there and these kids walking Figueroa?
So,
your kids gotta go to school and see this.
So let me just tell you, that's an issue that when we started in the 90s, we were dealing with as well. The difference is that the women, there were women that were on the streets then. Now they're girls that are on the street.
Babies.
Almost across the board, the girls are from the foster care system. So foster girls are prime victims because they don't have the family support that would never allow them to be pulled that way, and especially foster girls.
I've been to California a handful of times. There's times that I've been with my girl and I just put the GPS on. Yo, how do I get to Jungle Boys? How do I get to Dr. Green Thumb? What's the closest in and out? That should be dangerous too, because I'm like, I'll be driving around through hoods and crazy ass alleys and shit and streets that I probably shouldn't be going through. But we driving on Figueroa and you seeing shorties walking through the daytime, G-string, ass all out in the middle of the street, high heel, like what a stripper would wear in the club. They walking around the streets with that shit. Daytime, I seen hoes during the daytime clapping their feet, walking up and down with bunions. I'm like, yo, this is wild. This is wild. To see that these girls are being drugged, all that is just, yeah, nah, it's sick to me. It's something, that's why I don't think I could ever do it. I don't judge any, well, I judge the dudes putting the girls out there in the street for sure. And girls, and even the guys paying for it, girls, you deserve hell. Like, you deserve literally hell. Nothing else but hell. But the older women that this is what they decide to do with their life, it's legal in some places, and I think it's decriminalized in California, I'm not too sure. But I always think about that. Where their heart is at, where their mental state is at. Do you really want to share spirits with this person right now? Like, how hurt they are. No one's doing that in their right mind. Like, no one's doing that in their right mind, and a happy person, and they got a great life, and they're like, oh, let me go, like, you know, people be like, oh, I'm gonna do Uber to make some money on the side. No one's gonna go walk up and down the damn Figueroa Strip to make some money on the side. Also, have you ever been to Orlando? OBT, Orange Blossom Trail. I used to drive through there because I didn't live too far from there. So coming back from downtown and stuff and driving back when I used to live in Orlando home, me and my shorty would see so many girls outside walking the strip. Night walkers, hoes. Again, kind of like some Figueroa shit, but on OBT. If you know anybody from Orlando, ask them about OBT and they're gonna be like, oh nah, this nigga's bought a hoe or two before. Crazy, crazy things to see. And there's a lot of people in California speaking about this. It's like a major thing going down for the last 2 days. We've seen 600 talk about it. A couple other people in California sharing their thoughts, and I've seen a lot of people blaming Smack. Do I think Smack's, no, I don't think Smack's to blame. Bro, they said they've been working on this for over a year. They've been working on this for over a year. That right there tells you that Smack had nothing to do. You think they were like, you know what, Smack said we should clean up the streets, let's go put some extra force and throw some RICOs around. Not happening at all. And it's scary to see because a lot of people in California don't use their mind, and I would never want something to happen to Smack over some dumbass rumors online. So me personally, I want to say in this video, I believe Smack had nothing to do with what happened to RICO at all. It's just a crazy ass coincidence. The more information we do receive from this, we will continue to give updates, but before we get out of here, there's one more video that I do want to share that they say that they give a bit more different information. Let's see if that's true, a little bit of an update. So, and they're branded, like, bro, that's crazy. Walking around with Lady Duck on you is just insane.
11 alleged gang members are in federal custody in what law enforcement is calling a major takedown of a vicious ring.
Investigators say the suspects used social media and music videos to recruit young women and children, targeting runaways. Dory Lindsay.
Yeah, Sharon, Micah, 5 of those defendants were already in court this afternoon, pleading not guilty to the charges against them. Earlier, when we spoke to the U.S. attorney here at the federal building in Westwood, he said when they served the arrest warrants this morning, they discovered 4 victims, one of them. These are photos of some of the...
So they went there to give out the warrants and arrest them, and when they went, there was already girls still in the room, and one of them happened to be a bro. That one right there can give you 97 years. That one... Because again, pimping and pandering, I forgot the exact charge for it. Pimping alone definitely could give you some time. Now, pimping and a RICO added to that, looking like a criminal ring of trafficking. Yeah, y'all niggas is never seeing Venice Beach again, Santa Monica again. No good burrito tacos for y'all ever again.
The 11 alleged members or associates of the South Los Angeles-based Hoover Street Gang, who are now in federal custody on a long list of charges that include racketeering, trafficking, drug and firearms-related crimes, and money laundering. Sky 5 was overhead as arrests were being made at a motel early Wednesday morning.
They were branding these young women. They were abusing them. They were drugging them. Just horrific acts.
U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley saying many times the gang recruited victims through social media.
This Hoover gang, they portray a lifestyle of wealth, of power, of violence, and they use that to actually lure women into that lifestyle.
Would I say only Hoover does that? No, I just think gangs, that kind of goes with the word gangs. That's just what they do. Because I see gang members all the time like, yo, how does this nigga chill on the block all day and pay his rent? Rent is expensive today. Groceries are expensive today. And this nigga got money for designer on top of it. How? This is the diabolical shit they doing. Trust me, I'd rather go work at McDonald's and flip fries. I would look more up to someone doing that than ruining those lives. Like, it's just crazy to me. I have morals, and money is dope, and I love money. That's what I do every single day. I work a whole bunch of jobs. I wear a whole bunch of hats in this house, but a delinquent would never be one of them.
Now they think it's going to be glamorous.
A 31-count indictment details the years-long case against the defendants who allegedly operated in the Figueroa Corridor, known as a human hotbed.
The lead defendant is a woman. She goes by Lady Duck, and she was out there recruiting these young, really selling other humans. It's the worst kind of crime out there.
According to the indictment, for at least 3 days in a row at a South LA motel. The U.S. attorney says the case against the gang members is a strong one, with many criminal acts being documented on various social media accounts.
A lot of these girls came from the foster system. They're preying on people who are vulnerable, who don't have maybe families, who are runaways, and so we try to get them services and try to help them.
The attorney's office says trial is scheduled for October 7th for some of these defendants, and while most of them are in custody, one is still outstanding, a man named Brian Israel. If all of these defendants are convicted on the charges against them, they face 15 years in
15 to life, bro. It's not looking good. Also, the dude missing is not the rapper, so that means that the rapper was brought in. He's the one that we're seeing also attacking women on the middle of the street. Bro, you think that's gonna be good evidence that you need, and they pled not guilty? They gonna take it to trial and get football numbers. 15 to life. Bro, even if you get 15, 20, that's still crazy. It's federal time. It's not like a state that what are you gonna do, 60% of the time or some dumb shit, or 70%, I forgot. Bro, it's federal time. You gotta do a big major part of that time. Sub to the channel, guys. The more information we see, we will continue to update you guys. They said that the trials might start already as soon as October 7th for them. I already could see a speedy trial, them not having much time to defend themselves. And if they do got any couple of dollars stacked up, they better use it on a lawyer. They better use that shit on a lawyer. See if the lawyer takes a Mary jeans, Claire jackets, bullshit chains, Jordans as payment. Hopefully that nigga got drip. Hopefully he unboxing streetwear on YouTube just like me. He takes that shit as payments. If not, that niggas better upload that shit quick to GOAT and StockX and start trying to get that lawyer money together. Them hoes better work extra to get that lawyer money together, because this shit is looking terrible. And when I don't think they'll get the minimum time. But yes, again, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge, so we shall see. We'll be staying here by and watching this case. This is crazy. This is also very disgusting.